Welcome to another edition of Talk City Greensboro, produced by GTN, featuring interviews and events happening around town. It's an easy way to stay in the know while you're on the go. Subscribe to Talk City on iTunes, Pandora, Google Play, or SoundCloud so you can keep up with what is going on in Greensboro city government and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney Dawson, and over to my right, the wonderful Rosemary Cloud.
So glad to be here. Okay, Rodney, have you tried the nation's fastest growing sport?
I've seen it, not yet tried.
You've probably heard it too.
Right.
Yeah. The noise it makes. In case you didn't know, or we're just trying to avoid the hype, pickleball is taking the country by storm, and Greensboro is in on the action. It is the perfect time to actually get in on it because Tournament Town is hosting a major competition later this month. Sarah Lance is Director of Marketing and Caleb Wilson, Sports Sales Manager for Greensboro Convention and Visitors Bureau. Hello and welcome.
Hello, thank you for having us.
So glad to have you here. Okay, let's first talk, Caleb, about pickleball. For those who haven't played, what is pickleball?
Yeah, so pickleball is, I would say, a fast-paced, simpler version of tennis. It's a combination of tennis, badminton, and table tennis. Mm-hmm. So it's attractive in that it's attractive to all ages. There's a very low barrier to entry. A lot of people who play for the first time kind of catch the bug and always go back, but it's super fast-paced, a lot more of the volleying up front, like you see at some of the major tennis events. So the unique part about pickleball especially is the community aspect of it. A lot of people play very socially. They make it kind of a weekly outing, go play with their friends, and then, go have dinner or drinks afterwards. So it's a very fun community to be a part of.
So you're saying you don't have to be like tip-top shape to start pickleball?
Absolutely not. No, open to everybody.
All right, Rodney, we can do it. We're good.
Okay, let me check on my knees.
Yeah, so it's very, it's a lot of the medical professionals are excited. It's a great way to stay active, especially as you get into that retirement age too, as well.
Cool.
Well, I heard of pickleball, of course, as it started sprouting up at different places throughout the country, and it became popular. Athletes in the NBA were buying teams or investing in it and whatnot. And now it's hit Greensboro. So can you explain to us, how did Greensboro, we saw the trend, but how did they decide to get in on the action?
Sure. So we work very closely with the Sports Foundation and the Coliseum Complex. And the Sports Foundation really identified that we needed to get into this game. We're tournament town, so any kind of tournaments we can have, we want. And so last spring, the Convention and Visitors Bureau purchased pickleball courts to be used indoors at the Coliseum or at the Special Events Center. And we are really excited that we finally get to put them out and showcase them to the world. It's very exciting for us and for the entire city.
Yeah, a portable pickleball courts. It sounds like that couldn't be possible.
So portable doesn't mean you can pick them up and just easily carry them in your purse, but it means that we are able to host events any time of the year, rain, shine, snow, anything like that. Pickleball players aren't subject to the heat like they would be on an outdoor court. Right. We have the largest climate-controlled pickleball amount of courts in the state, possibly in the Southeast.
How many courts?
We are at 34.
Wow.
34.
So that's a lot of ping-ponging sounding.
Yeah. And to kind of piggyback on Sarah, this is the kind of the latest iteration. Our bureau's been committed to, helping the Special Events Center operate a lot of these youth tournaments and tournaments on the weekend. So we've had sport court that can be used for basketball, volleyball, futsal throughout the year. We invested in wrestling mats quite a few years ago that are used for state wrestling championships, a couple of big tournaments. So this is just another opportunity to do that with a new exciting sport.
Really cool. Really cool.
When you look at the sport, I'm wondering this, exactly who's coming to Greensboro to see it. And you have this U.S. Pickleball Golden Ticket Tournament. I don't know if it was numbers for this, but it was numbers for some sport, and they were looking at how many athletes are coming that will participate. It's like around 1,200 or something like that, and then how many they expect to be spectators. Can you break that down for the Golden Ticket Tournament that will be held here in Greensboro?
Yeah, so the Golden Ticket Tournament, we've got a couple hundred folks already registered. The unique part about who's registered, looking at some of the data, is a lot from out of town and especially out of state. So we're super excited to bring a lot of people who may not have experienced Greensboro, our reputation for sports, to town. So we're really excited about that. And then when athletes come, they bring a spouse, maybe they bring the family, especially with the time of year that's exciting maybe around the country, school's out for a lot of folks, so they might bring the entire family to spend a weekend in Greensboro. So we're super excited about that.
How do you answer that when the kids coming? You want to entertain them too? Or
Yeah, I think Sarah can speak more. We have great relationships with a lot of our unique attractions and things to do in town. So we try to market to families of all kinds.
Yeah, we really love all of these sports events, especially these ones bringing people from out of town. Everybody in our community benefits from them, whether you like pickleball or not, because these guests, they come in, they stay in our hotels, they eat at our restaurants. They might be coming through our airport. If they're driving, they're buying gas here, they're shopping here. So all of that benefits our community for things such as public education, emergency services. So all of those type of things help everybody. It's not just, that's a sporting event I don't really have interest in, but everybody really should, because really this all goes back to benefit our community.
Love that. Yeah, and if you are interested, though, this is open to anybody to compete, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is a truly open tournament. So, no skill required. You could be new to the sport. They have all different divisions, all different age brackets, anything you could think of. So we encourage everybody in the community that's interested.
So is there an opportunity to, get a golden ticket and move up in the standings or go to different tournaments from this tournament?
Exactly. So USA Pickleball hosts a huge national tournament. Every November is their national championships. And to compete in that event, you have to play in one of our golden ticket events.
Okay. So it's a qualifier.
Exactly, yeah. So you can't compete in nationals without winning a golden ticket. So, invite everybody to come see the last day, especially when people book their golden ticket. They will receive a golden ticket.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
I have this vision of confetti falling and stuff, right?
Yeah, they usually have some pyro going.
I love
the
it.
golden
Really?
ticket sign.
Cool.
It's a good production. Yeah.
right.
And what's also interesting is that anybody can attend too. This is a free event for spectators.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to learn a little bit about pickleball, you're interested in learning more, you're like me and not really an athlete, feel free to head over to the Special Events Center and watch.
That's nice.
Free for spectators.
Yeah, that you can. It's low commitment. You can drop in and watch for a little while and then leave if it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
Are there any more pickleball events that we should be looking out for?
Yeah, we're super excited. So the Body Armor State Games are coming to the Greensboro area. That's every sport almost you could ever think of. That'll take place throughout the month of June, but they'll be using the pickleball courts. It'll be the last weekend in June at the Special Events Center. And then in early July, we have the Play Team Pickleball East Coast Championships. So that's July 12th and 13th. That's a league play across North Carolina. You have their leagues throughout the different seasons of the year, and it's their culmination championship.
Okay.
So,
how many leagues do we have here in Greensboro? You want to know?
There's a couple. I know there's some courts at Lawndale that get used pretty heavily, as well as Burr Mill. So that'd be something we could definitely get you some more information.
And we have city courts too, so can use the public courts around town. So that's awfully fun. Well, we do want to let you know that you can sign up and learn more about it. usapickleball.org/golden ticket. You'll see Greensboro listed right there as one of the events. So it's super cool that we get to have this. I'm glad. I can't wait to see it. And that golden ticket thing sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody got to come check it out.
I know.
Caleb Wilson is the sports and sales manager for the Greensboro Convention and Visitors Bureau, as well as Sarah Lance, director of marketing. Thank you for joining us here on Talk City.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And don't be a stranger. And thank you to our listeners as well. You can stay tuned in weekly by subscribing to Talk City Greensboro on iTunes, Pandora, and Google Play. And don't forget, you can download Talk City from SoundCloud.
That's our time for this week. Thanks for spending some of yours with us. Be sure to watch GTN. It's your official source for news and information about the city of Greensboro.
GTN is available on Spectrum Channel 13,
AT&T Uverse 99.
and Lumos 31.
GTN also streams live on Roku and the city's website at greensboro-nc.gov.